Hey, what's happening, friends? The time has come at last. The final Roleplaying Unlimited TTRPG stream for a good 2 weeks here. May the 4th be with you all. Welcome back to Roleplaying Unlimited. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, somewhere on the west side of Coruscant, I do believe. Thank you all for being here for this special presentation debut of Star Wars What If. And let's just get going into the chat itself.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Where is Mr. Daly? Shy one, but otherwise everybody's here. And as promised, we are going to do this right from the beginning here. Oh, nice. I hit the wrong button there, so all the music just went away. We'll restart that over. Rewind. Alright, Jedi Survivor raffle for Xbox Series XS. Here we have our complete raffle listing here, as promised, posted in entirety for transparency. Those of you who have opted out are opted out. And we're going to see what the result is. On a 1D22, may the force be with you, friends. The lucky winner is 18. It is Mythwolf with the Tier 3 subscription. Congratulations, my friend. Of course, if you are unable to accept this gift, or it's not something you want, you weren't aware of the raffle, by all means, just let me know, and happy to do a redraw. But yeah, I will be in contact with you after the session is over tonight, pass you over that game code, and enjoy. When last we left last week, we are over here on the world, the terrestrial object, more or less an asteroid of Drongar, where after meeting with the local Twi'lek second in command to the Crime Lord, you were tasked with traveling to the frozen world of Ziost for a presumably simple pickup and drop off. There were some details that were kind of sketchy, some questions that were asked that kind of gave you a little bit more detail. We do know that there is a crate of some sort that is being transferred, and this has kind of changed hands a few times between its origin point to the point where it's at now. And supposedly, since it is close enough to Drongar, this is going to be the final stop. And in this case, it will be your characters traveling to the planet to meet up with the agent who will be passing this over to you.
I wanted to ask, before we left, could I have gotten the communicator line for Grimark so we can get back in touch with him later?
Yeah, sure thing.
Alright, because I got a hands-free comm link.
Gotta do some volume adjustments here. We're all coming in pretty soft today for some reason. Alright, got that. So yeah, we can certainly accommodate that.
Do we want to just head straight out, or does anyone need to stock up before we leave?
Legion might need some supplies. I'm not sure yet. Oh wait, never mind. He doesn't have any credits. Never mind.
I was going to say, I think we established last session that I'm the only one with credits right now.
Can we all borrow off of you?
Depends on what it's for.
Can I buy candy?
No candy, you're gonna get ship sick.
Oh!
Do we know what kind of planet Ziost is? Like, is it a hostile environment, like hazardous?
We do know it's cold. Frozen. Not quite Hoth, but it's cold world. Terrestrial, or breathable atmosphere, anyway.
Are we gonna need like cold weather gear?
It probably wouldn't hurt. You do know it's a frozen world, so none of you having been there before, prep as you see fit, and within whatever your budget will allow.
Yes, please, cold weather jacket.
Do we have a merchant nearby we can go to?
Yeah, there's a clothes merchant that'll sell some gear.
How much would 5 cold weather outfits run?
Oh, I don't need one.
Okay, 4.
If we're talking bottom of the line, no frills included, probably 25 credits a pop.
And what's the next tier up from that?
Mechanically, no different. They just look nicer and are a bit warmer, and double the price.
Alright, I'll take 4 of those.
Yeah, I don't think they make droid jackets.
And a cute fancy hat for the droid.
Yeah, just for style points.
It's a sombrero.
Solely aesthetic, just to make him look cool.
Alright, how much did you say the armor was?
The
Or
armor?
cold weather gear, sorry.
Oh, cold weather gear. The kind that she just purchased was 50 credits a pop.
Alright, so I pass him out.
Can I throw in 50 of mine and just get an all temperature cloak instead?
Same difference. That'll work.
Alright.
And we do have our ship that has been loaned for purpose of transport only. We have been informed it does not have weapons. It is what they classify as a junker, i.e. it is cobbled together from different parts of looks like Sean's in the wrong voice chat there. Star Wars tonight, buddy, not Enemir. It is cobbled together from parts of different ships, and it has been in use for a long time, so you have been advised to not try anything fancy with this ship. It's not something that's going to hold up well under pressure.
Sean, I bought you cold weather gear.
Yay.
Is there a merchant we could stop at that might have some kind of weapon we could equip to the ship just for, just in case?
How many tens of thousands do we have?
Damn.
Yeah, ship armaments are significantly expensive and time-consuming to anchor. Not as simple as just passing a weapon over, unfortunately.
They assume you can actually afford a ship if you can outfit a ship.
Oh, for sure.
You know what we need? We just need a lot of super glue and duct tape and RPG-7s that are somehow belt-fed, like a Gatling gun.
Can we mount the droid to the front of the ship with a blaster pistol and call it good?
Wait a minute.
I didn't volunteer for this. And just before we continue any further, okay, perfect. For the most part, I just want to make sure your character sheets have your character names on them, and that's true for most of you here. Just make sure what we're seeing there is the character name, so we know what to refer to you. Unless the droid's name is in fact Matt, or Sean's character is indeed named Sean.
I changed it on the little nameplate, but let me change it on my sheet.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, who keeps pinging me here on Discord? Hey, alright.
There we go.
Everyone else is
Hey,
ready to
perfect.
go.
Yeah, I'm set.
Alright, well, who's our pilot? Who's taking us out of here?
I can do it, but I know there was one other pilot that mentioned something last week.
But I could always strap in and fly. I mean, I can do it. It's easy enough.
Fine with me.
I'm pretty sure they probably have a. I would assume they would have like a point system, and like the little. Does this ship have like a little navigation where you can almost autopilot it?
That's how ghetto this ship is. It's broken.
Oh, so no, it does not.
For safety's sake, you want to go with whoever has the higher skill level? Because mine's 8.
I mean,
Mine is
I
lower.
have 6, but I can't steer stuff unless there's something for me to plug into. I was just going to plug into the computer and just fly it that way.
I'll just take over then.
Alrighty.
Too low techie for that.
Alrighty. Well, just for reference, the droid can still operate the ship plugged into the scomp link. You don't have to physically have digits to like steer the wheel or anything. It can all be operated from that section as well. It's just two ways to the same end.
So would I be able to use my used computer skill instead of pilot skill then?
It is still pilot because you're technically piloting the ship.
Okay, so mine's at 6. So I think yours is a little bit higher than mine, but I could always assist you. Be like
That
a little
works.
co-pilot to help.
Alright, co-pilot, that works.
Okay. Yeah, as far as help action in this game goes, it is not automatic like 5e where you just declare it and the other person is like, yes, I have twice the odds of success. In this chance, what you want to do there, Whip, is roll your pilot skill. You're looking to beat a DC of 10.
Okay. And then for the input value, right, when I hit the little die thing, it's 6 plus my dexterity. Or is that 6 equal to my dexterity already?
As far as the input value, you shouldn't have need to put anything in there unless there's a miscellaneous modifier. All of the standard stuff should be factored in.
Oh, so I got 10.
Yay.
Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. So you are good to assist as co-pilot. That's going to provide a +2 to all of Amber's checks as far as what she's doing.
Do we need an engineer?
Probably, but considering, well, yes.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah, this ship is really ghetto. We're gonna need an engineer.
I'll take care of it then.
Well, what's your pilot score? Is your pilot score higher than a 6?
No, it's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just say my mechanics is a 9?
Hmm.
So that's what I was gonna see if you had a decent pilot score.
Yeah, I don't have the same numbers you do. Then again, maybe I'm doing this wrong.
Probably not. I think I helped you build your character sheet, so it should be
Okay.
up to specs.
Alright, yeah, I just have low numbers.
We are level
Well,
1.
don't worry, my numbers are way lower.
Yeah, because even my best score is only 7.
Well, I rolled stupid
Oh.
high for my intelligence, so that's why I have high stuff. So
Oh wait,
My-
I have 9 stuff.
my intelligence is a 19. So
Hey, me too!
yeah.
If it helps, all my strength stats are crap. They're all negative.
I guess that's what I'm here for.
But I had the best con out of everybody.
I see our DM gesturing wildly on the screen here. I'm now concerned greatly.
No,
Which
I was
already-
just contradicting myself when I said I had a 19 intelligence too. I kind of like shook my head and I was like, nah, it's more like an 8. So just to get some rolls under our belt here, as far as entering hyperspace here, that is going to be a use computer check because we're using the astrogation effect of it as opposed to the dexterous piloting side. So, Whip, you've already got the help set for the pilot. Go ahead and use computer for astrogation here. I'm assuming you've probably got the highest use computer, but
Yeah, it's a 9.
yeah, probably pretty good.
Yeah. And I am AD 8725, not whip.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Would 22 work?
22 is sufficient, and you in fact find a little bit of a shortcut. Given the lack of major hyper routes through this area, of course we've got our big one right here, but we're trying to get Drongar to Ziost. And for the most part, taking a minor hyperlane over to here, and it's over here where you find a bit of a shortcut. Apparently it's only about 4 feet from this hyperlane to the other. I have to fix that. And then about another 5 feet across the galaxy to get to the planet of Ziost. And is there any RP backstory, character development stuff that we want to do while the ship is in hyperspace? This is a pretty short journey, so we're talking maybe like 45 to an hour. Otherwise, we'll just get to it.
I'm good either way.
I mean,
Just checking over everybody's gear, making sure we got everything we need.
yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm just a regular old asteroid droid that was in the mining fields, ran by the Imperials, and I broke free. Started a little droid revolution.
Did we get the hat for the droid?
It's a sombrero.
Yeah, I have my
I
hat.
want to make sure he's wearing his hat.
I'm wearing my hat.
It's a sombrero complete with the dingle balls.
Festive.
Right?
Everybody make sure you equip your cold weather gear before we land.
How's everybody doing on weapons and spare energy packs? One thing with this system is when you roll a natural 1, often it means that you've just depleted your battery pack, your energy cell, whatever it is that your weapon happens to use. So always wise to have a couple extra of those on hand. Granted, we already are in hyperspace, but no reason if your character is lacking such and has the credits to obtain such, we can add it on your sheet.
I don't think we ever rolled for my droid if he had credits or not, but I doubt a droid would have money or credits.
Oh, well, at this... Who are we going to attach your character to now that we have the entire party here? That's something we should probably talk about.
Yeah.
I think we already have a droid, you said.
No, he's the droid that I was talking about last week that was remarkably silent and attached to somebody
Yeah.
else's character.
Yeah, you said he was attached to me. I don't remember why.
Your character. All right. I think it's because you're the
Probably 'cause the
pilot,
pilot.
and at one point you presumably had a ship, and this might have been your droid that you had aboard the ship, and now all you have is the droid.
If we wanted to do like the ammo you said, how much would that run? If we wanted to just like buy a pool of ammo for everybody to divvy up.
Let's check it out. Power pack, energy cell.
I think a power pack is like 250 credits.
That's expensive. That's like almost as much as the weapon itself. Good golly.
For 25 or I don't know.
Yes, you are correct. 25 per.
Okay.
Just drop the 0. 25 credits per power pack, which is good for another like 20, 30 shots on average, however long it takes you to roll a natural 1. Typically, you don't run out of ammo. It's just you roll a natural 1 and then you're out of ammo. Whack.
Which weapons take the power packs and which ones take the energy cells? Because I feel like we should have both.
All the weapons work on power packs. Energy cells typically power your utility devices like your comm links and any other like battery-powered stuff that you have on your person.
Can I just do 5 of
Oh.
each and just hang on to them for everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. Can make that work.
That's what, 250 total, right?
That's good math for me.
I'm not sure if I need them or not. I'm double checking.
Gotcha. And yeah, while you're double checking any inventory in that respect, and even though you're technically another character's property there, 87, no reason that you wouldn't have your own allotment of credits to start with. I mean, it's only fair. So, let's see. Your character is going to start with roll 3 die 4 there. 87. 3 die 4. 8 times 250. You have 2,000 credits.
Oh, very nice.
And then I believe the only gear you have purchased is the weapons. So let's reduce accordingly by 500. So now you have 1,500 left for anything else you wish to add or save up.
So
That's my droid have more money than me.
What's that?
My droid has more money than me.
Wonder how that happened. So yeah, while you all take a look through equipment and kind of decide what else you might need, I left the 420 in the other room. So empty pipes. I'll be right back. Like 1 minute.
I should probably.
I just want to relay to everybody that I have ammo should anyone need it.
Yes, please.
Alright, I bought 5, so you can have one.
Thank you.
As far as I can tell, I don't actually need it.
How many did you get?
I got 5, I just gave one to him, so I have 4.
Can I have one of those?
Sure. And I have 5 energy cells should we need those in the future.
Alright, so we satisfied with our gear. Anything else we want to
Wow.
get? Double-bladed lightsaber, perhaps?
I have a question for the droid. So how would we work it if I wanted to get like a little like communication little satellite thing or something like that? Almost like an amplifier. You know what I'm saying?
to like expand the communicator reach from like planetary to like extra systems and what have you?
Yes, that, and then possibly like a med kit where I could like have attachment for like basic first aid, right? Just like laser.
Right.
But,
Laser surgery. I like it.
well, just like
Uh,
cauterize stuff.
A long-range comlink is 250, like base. And that
Yeah,
goes to high orbit.
that's what I'm kind of thinking right there. So yeah, you could definitely attach the long range comlink to your character, and then med packs are what, like 100, 200 a pop, if even that.
100.
Hundo.
Oh, real quick question. Is there anything specific I have to list with the cold weather gear, aside from just the name? Or
Just cold weather gear.
okay, thanks.
If your character's ever in a situation where I'm like, it's freezing outside, you're frozen, and you're like, I got cold weather gear. Okay, you're good.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Will an all-weather cloak cover that or not?
It's the same difference. It's the difference between wearing like a thick jacket and some big pants like Han Solo and Luke on Hoth, or having like the big cloak that you just kind of wrap around yourself.
Okay.
Same cost, same effect, different visual.
Also, you could wear that heated netting that the Predators wore on Alaska during Alien vs. Predator. I read the book of that. Never saw the movie.
I was disappointed in the first one, but I liked the second one, which is like unanimously regarded as the worst of all the Alien and Predator movies that were made. I'm like, I thought it was all right, but whatever.
Hey, if you enjoy, that's what matters.
I was in the right frame of mind. I was perfectly high. I wanted to see some aliens and predators, and they came down to Earth, and I was like, yeah!
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. The only thing that would have made it better is if they put Arnold and Danny Glover.
Yeah. Wow. Get to us to Mars to fight the aliens and the predators. Yeah.
So I bought one long range comlink and then 6 med packs.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, basically your character has like a compartment that's customized to manipulate the med pack, and then every time you finish using one, then we just gotta pop a new one in there.
yep, that's it.
Easy
And
peasy though. Like it.
Yeah, because I'm more of a support anyway, so I've been wanting to do.
Yeah, it's cool that you've got a little blaster action there as well, though, so you can support in just a multitude of ways.
Yeah, well, I'm good on mine. I have 650 credits left
Cool.
after all that, so it's pretty good.
And everybody else got most of their gear settled last week, so unless there's anything else to do on that front, again, any RP that you want to get going here, I see we've got some going in the text play here. If you've not been seeing it on the Twitch stream, I'll kind of scroll up here a little bit. Don't forget about your collars that will detonate your heads, or in the case of the droid, nothing at all. I mean, they kind of overlooked the astromech in this respect, not really thinking that the astromech is going to betray us. We're more concerned about the sentient beings here who might try to steal our money.
Yeah, and we all know that droids aren't sentient. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
If I was you, I wouldn't put up with that.
Tress is just watching Bath and Nija with a weird look on her face.
I guess I do have a bit of a question for Tress, so I'll go up to the cockpit and sit in one of the available chairs and just kind kind of look at her for a bit and just go, so what happened to your last ship anyway?
It's gone.
I gathered as much. You want to go into more detail than that?
No.
And then in
You
the
know, that's
background-
not all that comforting.
in the background, the rabbit just going, "Orbital tube!" at both of them without any explanation at all.
So should I be worried if, you know what? I think I'm just worried.
What do you want to know?
Well, how'd it happen?
Got stolen.
Oh, okay, that's a lot better than getting blown up.
It got blown up afterwards.
Right, but you weren't piloting it at the time.
No, the bandits were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nothing to worry about then.
He took a couple shots.
Although, do we have to worry about those bandits?
They died.
All of them?
Yep.
Alright.
So, what do you think we have to look forward to when we sit down here?
More
Cold.
bandits.
You were saying? Sorry.
No, just wondering what you think what kind of opposition we're going to be facing once we touch down.
Well, hopefully nothing right off the bat from what he said, but maybe after we have the cargo in hand, we might have to deal with some Rhodians.
Oh, great! Those weird fish faces. Great, amazing, incredible. Like,
I'm just hoping that we actually, we have a chance to, sit down. We have a chance to, sit down, sneak up on them, get the lay of the land. We're not going to be landing in the coordinates they gave us. Doesn't mean we're going to be landing in the middle of them, and we're going to be shooting the minute we our landing plates touch down.
So you want to land a distance away, grab the cargo, haul it back, and then take off.
Well, that would be my choice. Yeah.
In this house, we call that Star Wars style. Everybody lands about 3 miles away from the destination, i.e. the beginning of Rogue One. And then we get to watch them walk across a clear field where, dear, if only we had a sniper rifle. Oh, so much could have changed. So much could have been different.
That's called a TARDIS landing. You
Gotta
tell
get
me.
in there.
I have many concerns.
Or we could do what Obi-Wan Kenobi did. Hello there.
All right,
Ow.
just a secondary option. I'm just throwing it out there. We don't have to go with it, but we could leave the pilot in the ship, drop ourselves off a distance away, let the pilot just kind of circle around while we scout out the area, and then if it's all clear, they can come down, meet us at the drop point, so that way we can load up right away and get the hell out of there.
Plus, I mean, there are a couple weapons on this. They could carry out some, artillery. Do we have any way of creating a rudimentary lathe to make some smoke bomb things? I saw that in a Hollow movie once. You make like a thing and you make the smoke, and then like they know where to shoot the guns and it does stuff. And I am so low on blood sugar. I need so much candy right now. I can't talk properly. You didn't even let me have candy.
Oh, dude, you're doing great, man. I love it.
Thank you.
No puking on my ship.
Nah.
I was instantly reminded of Alien 3. Can you create fire? Most humans have enjoyed that privilege since the Stone Age. No need to be sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm not sure about smoke bombs or anything like that. I do have a frag grenade, but just the one. And it's really for emergencies.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, never mind. Wait. Is there anything on here that's flammable? And is there any alcohol? We could just make like a bottle, and you put like fabric, and you leave the alcohol in, and you light it, and you throw it, and it makes like smoke from it burning. And you can cause some damage to whoever gets caught in the fire, but it also creates a target point to shoot at.
Well, this ship has definitely been used a few times before, probably by a few different crews. And just kind of opening a few compartments here and there does reveal a half-filled bottle of some rather potent smelling hooch.
It's green.
Mhm.
Do we want to be going in loud though?
Well, this is our. If we need it, we can just hang on to it in case we need to make it loud. But we wouldn't have to light it until we actually need to do it. And yeah,
I mean, if we're talking about making a Molotov, you definitely have the capability to do that.
yay!
Seems like a waste of good booze, but alright.
Also, who is Ad?
That's our droid.
Oh,
AD 8725.
sorry, my brain's a little foggy.
Hey, no worries. Took me a few times as well. I asked him to change his name, and then I kept calling him by his original.
Tress sighs heavily and shakes her head.
Tress is the only sane one.
Yeah, I won't argue that.
Tress is fully prepared to carry back dead bodies at this point.
Oh, God. All right, well, we are T-minus 90 seconds from exiting hyperspace here at Ziost. So, any last-second preparations you may want to take? Now's
Where
your
do you want me to
chance.
land?
I was about to say, can we kind of look at the coordinates and see if it's like a safe landing zone?
Once you exit hyperspace, you'll definitely be able to start getting planetary readings and what have you.
Okay.
Where is... There it is.
Yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere, aren't we?
Just find something that'll work.
It's the boonies of the boonies.
Hop, skip, and a jump, and you get to the intergalactic gap.
Yes, here we go. Here's our piece of shit junker ship that we are taking from one location to the other.
Looks too shiny.
Oh man, that's fucking wonderful.
Would we be able to know if anybody is following us as we're jumping?
Not necessarily. If you're being tailed, that is rarefied on both sides, both to track through hyperspace or to determine if you're being tracked. Unless, of course, somebody put a tracking device inside the ship itself and you kind of discover it in that fashion. But like the Obi-Wan tossing on the side of Slave 1, not detected. A lot of exterior tend to go undetected in that respect.
Well, I mean, we are being tracked. That was established with the collars, but aside from that,
Right.
Well, yeah, no. Besides for because we borrowed their ship. Just make sure we're not just having somebody following us as we're jumping.
Yep, well, we are exiting hyperspace at this point, so we'll see what lies on the other side here as we get our first look at the mountainous frozen world of Zyast right here. Out of game lore, not necessarily known by too many in our party, if any. This is a Sith world. At least it has been historically. Who knows what it is right now?
I would probably know about it.
Maybe. Force stuff is kind of a selective.
But wouldn't it be kind of part of galactic lore?
It is. It's just at a higher DC. It doesn't mean that because otherwise every single person with galactic lore knows Force knowledge. It is under the same skill, just different tiers, so to speak.
Can I roll just to see?
Sure.
I'd like to roll as well, please.
Tress established setting this up that she's been there before.
I rolled a 4. I have a +9. I can't even get higher than 13. Come on, guy.
Right. Yep, and Tress has
Good
been
luck.
there before and did not encounter any Sith or any evidence of Sith, so all of that taken into conjunction with the 2 rolls we have there, it's pretty much a forgotten planet, which is probably why it was chosen as the site. And last week, Grimark actually said as much, that this was specifically chosen because of its location and because of how much hassle it had been bringing the package to this point. The Ithorian, who is the pilot of the ship that you're going to meet, she's actually been here for a few days before reaching out to say, okay, I think it's safe. Nobody's come to fuck with me.
Is it Vong formed? I really don't want to land on a Vong formed planet. I've heard those places are horrible.
This might be the worst one of them all. Try going to Vong-formed Felucia.
Oh, jeez.
Although this might be my favorite, Vong-formed Mandalore. Alright, so we exit hyperspace. We get a look-see at the planet. Go ahead and roll use computers for planetary scan. And let's see what we get as a result of that. No in-game
All of us?
knowledge pertaining to the Sith from either of the rolls.
All of us roll?
Whoever is on the navigation system, that would probably be our droid.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I have a 1.
17.
Right. Yeah, and if you're doing engineering, then yeah, you're probably not up in the cockpit as it is.
I got
Okay.
17.
17 here. What we are able to determine, it is an uninhabited world. No civilization centers. The beacon for the Ithorian that you're supposed to meet is currently active, and zoning in on that particular sector does indicate a few potential landing zones, both in the same area where her ship is parked, as well as within a few kilometers, depending on whatever your choice may be.
All right, everybody, decision time. We going
Oh
with,
my
just landing
goodness
right on 'em,
gracious!
or are we going to land a bit away and have the pilot pick us up?
I
Oh,
say we just land right next to her ship. This is just a droid talking.
I'm concerned by that 20. 20.
Should
Actually,
be.
that's a point. Can you speak basic, or do you only speak binary?
I don't know. Do I only speak binary, their god, or do I speak basic also? No, I would only
As an
speak binary.
astromech, you probably would not have a basic vocabulator unless you paid extra for it. It probably wouldn't cost more than a few hundred credits. It's just
Nope.
not a standard part of the package.
I go.
Imagine I would have done that before I started, taking ownership of it.
I mean, you would be able to understand me.
Oh, as a side thing, we have a question in the Twitch chat.
Can Tress speak binary?
I see people are still dumping into it, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where we are at on that, so we'll see. Or if we may possibly get another extension. Who knows how many people are going to tune into the show tonight? We'll see.
We're at 68%.
It's gonna be close, but the weekends are a bit better. More of us can watch the stream more often.
Also,
For
I
sure.
maxed out
It
today,
just
so
might be outside of the schedule for it.
I mean, I've put in everything I can, so.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people have. Absolutely.
Trust me, can you speak binary or no?
No, that's why I was saying I probably would have bought a basic communicator for him.
That probably works out then, because I don't know. Can anybody here speak binary?
16%.
I
It's Family
can't.
Guy this shit, and just pretend like we understand him and pretend like we don't sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine me too. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Okay. Now that I have finally found that useful tidbit.
Is it like the Robot and Survivor where we just assume we know what he's saying?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So this droid of yours, AD8725, that's a bit long. Anybody got a nickname for this thing?
87.
87 or 88? Depends on how
Just
he's feeling
hold.
that day.
Just hold there now that we've managed to establish a good bit of RP. As soon as you exit hyperspace, some of you are kind of searching your brains on galactic lore, coming up with nothing. 87, use computer. Okay, here's our zones. Here's where we can land. You guys start discussing potential options. And then... boom! As to the side of the vessel, a massive blast from a energy cannon is fired. And instead of dealing ×2 as it normally would, it dealt ×4 because of the natural 20 on the crit attack there.
God damn it.
And instantly the ship's alarms are ringing out, and the engineering section is instantly closed off from the rest of the ship. Fortunately, because all of you are in the same area, like the central galley at this point, / cockpit, just kind of discussing what should we do, where should we go. Nobody is cut off from anybody else here, but the ship is instantly in a very, very bad state, and probably imminent to either crash or explode.
Time to put those pilot skills to test. Everybody brace.
Do I need to roll for a very rough landing?
You can certainly roll a pilot check. Do we have anybody wanting to assist on co-pilot for that before you jump on that?
88
Yeah,
my co-pilot.
I'll say since I'm her droid,
Yes.
I gotcha.
We want to have assistants go first. See if they can provide their bonus. So pilot check for you. 25. Very good. You're definitely adding a +2 to Tress's roll here. So let's see what you've got. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
And
I think
let's
we're
see.
a good team.
The next few moments here are very tenuous, as you know that as you're trying to steer this thing towards the planet's surface, which might not be as near the landing zone or even a few clicks away from it as you had hoped, you're sure that bits of the ship are just trailing behind you. And... oops, that's wrong. Another blast to the tail section from whatever is tailing you at this point. All your ship sensors and instruments are mostly just completely inoperable due to the sheer damage this thing has taken. There's no thrusters, there's no really anything. The fact that she's steering this thing at all is pretty much a minor miracle. But that second hit is quite concerning, as the alarms in the ship actually stop sounding, and the
What do I
lights
see
go out.
in our,
The
what do I
lights
see
go
in
out
our side view
completely.
mirror?
It ain't that ghetto of a ship. I roll down the window and see what. The fuck is that?
Wouldn't I know? Because I asked if somebody if I could figure out if somebody was tailing us.
Yes, you did. Let's just say that was not sufficient. There's only so many ways you can divide your attention as you're trying to dredge up possible Sith information / identify the landing zone. It makes it a little easier for others to, yeah.
Guess I'm not that good of a droid.
We gotta get you a new processing unit.
You broke the ship! You broke the bloody ship!
We need a little droid soundbar for the stream.
We do. Well, I can tell you one thing. It seems that main power has failed. So at least you know that. You know that much.
Oh yeah, this ship is basically sinking like a rock to the planet's surface at this point, so are we riding this out, or are we gonna try to trigger the escape pod?
I mean, I'm just gonna.
If we don't have any power, we probably want to get into whatever escape pods this ship has.
Agreed, because there's going to be no structural integrity when this thing hits the ground. Normally, these things have some kind of hull polarization to at least somewhat withstand an impact on a hard landing. If even the lights are out, we got none.
But not this piece of trash.
Yeah, this thing is basically going to hit the ground and turn into scrap metal over the course of several dozen distance units.
All right,
And-
less words, more escape pod.
Yes. I'm already in the escape pod, by the way. You guys, I've been talking. You guys have been listening to me, and I'm already in here. Come on, move.
We're
move.
actually
Yes,
jettisoning
yes,
as he's
speed.
continuing to explain what's going to happen to us.
Grabbing all the
fast,
gear.
Speed, move, fast.
Grabbing all
yes.
the gear I can and then throwing it in with us.
Sure.
Get the
All right.
droid. Grab the droid.
If the droid
Speed,
needs help
fast.
getting in, I'm gonna pick it up and carry it with me.
Yes, fast. Speed, move.
The-
Yes.
The droid is running over your toes. He was already unplugged himself from the ship's console and was heading to the escape
Ow.
pod.
Yes.
According to Star Wars, they always move as fast as they need to when they're off camera.
That's right.
Yes.
The rules of SW, so saith the GL.
Yeah, but if we have no power, we have no power to maneuver, which means this is a streamlined brick right now.
So yes. Speed, hurry, yes, fast.
All right, into
faster,
the
let's go
escape
faster.
pod we go. Am I assuming incorrectly? Is anybody going down with the ship?
You have the ship.
Tress, don't be a hero.
It's not that good of a ship anyway.
Okay, let's go, everybody go.
And into the escape pod, we make ourselves scarce from the rapidly crushing ship, which will make its way approximately 3 feet across the horizon line there before crashing to the planet's surface in a spectacular explosion.
Ah, yes, the HMS crap pile.
Meanwhile, in the escape pod, you do have a rudimentary set of navigation as well as sensors here. And once the escape pod is activated, this thing kind of boots up. And instantly on the radar, you can make out one blip that is trying to follow the wreckage of your original ship. It appears that they're possibly still firing upon that while the rest of you are zipping away in the escape pod.
Try and get us as close to the Amazarian as you can.
They probably thought we were just debris that fell off. Dumbasses.
I wouldn't stay up here too long, though. He might come back to look for escape pods.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see a pilot check there, Amber, and see how well we do with the escape pod.
Badly.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
We still gonna die?
You said
Nat
me.
20 on the ship that exploded, but a nat 1 on the escape pod.
Can I push her to the side and plug in and take over?
Tress may have hit her head on the way out.
Oh boy, oh boy. You can certainly try it. It's worth a shot.
Use computer pilot.
It's a pilot.
Oh yeah.
That sounds
Oh,
very
geez.
odd. Oh, great!
Her
Amazing.
natural 1 is better
Incredible.
than your 4.
Somehow worse.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm giving it a shot. We're doing it live, people. And yes, he
Oh
actually
my
yelled
God!
it out
It's
loud.
like musical frickin' chairs in an impossible space. It's like trying to fit in 4 people
Ah!
next
Uh-huh!
to me.
Uh-huh! Look at that! Look at that thing!
Oh my gosh!
Car's just laughing the whole time. We're all gonna die.
As the friggin' rabbit here grabs the helm here.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh shit!
Everyone,
And the Earth imploded.
Well, we had a good thing going until Sean stepped up there and took control and put things back in fuck all mode.
And then, can Nija just push him out of the way and use that 21 anyway?
I was joking.
Oh, okay. Whew, okay, yeah, I'm taking over this ship. We are landing this thing. And if any of you try to touch it while I am flying it, I will bite you on the butt.
Ah.
I at least
And,
know how to crash properly. I've been in a few. I know how to land a crash ship properly. So, stay back.
All right, and here's where we have a bit of a fade to black, as the little blip that was registering on your radar that you kind of saw go off towards the original ship. As you're coming closer and closer to the atmosphere, you're like, oh crap, we only got like a minute here before we're completely effed. The blip returns, and it is now in direct pursuit of this escape pod. And you can hear on the outside that it is shooting at you, but only coming within like several dozen meters or so. So it's mostly just kind of shockwaves at this point. Until one shot does come perilously close and rocks the escape pod sufficiently to the point to render your characters in a state of unconsciousness. Except for one of you.
Which one?
The droid is smacked into the side of the hull, and you take 7 points of damage from that, but otherwise the blast does not knock you out.
Okay.
And the pod is still very, very quickly descending to the surface, and you are now the only option to get this thing down safe.
Okay. So if I plug it into a computer, right, would it be a used computer check or would it be still a pilot check?
It's a pilot check because we're trying to pilot.
Okay. So do we have a communications on here? Or no?
The pod itself does not have active communications after suffering that shot.
Okay, so then that goes that thing. Okay. So I'm just going to pretty much barrel this sucker into the ground and try and get on the ground. Uh, 24.
All right. And you give it your all, and you do put this thing down rather roughly on the ground. And after the shuddering finally comes to a stop, you kind of look around at your companions who are all just knocked out. And outside, your sensors are picking up something descending. Whatever it is that's been shooting at you does seem to have tracked you to this spot.
So I'm gonna go outside the pod. Okay. Open the pod door, go outside the pod, and try and pick up comms with that ship.
Okay. As you
So-
exit the ship, you do notice that it is a Corellian design freighter of some type, one of the YT series.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to sing a signal to that ship in like Morse code, where like a pilot or captain would know, and just say, "We are friendly, no weapons. We are not, we're not trying to fight."
The ship starts to descend about 40 meters distant or so. And upon coming down to a landing, the ramp comes down, and who comes to greet us but a bunch of Rhodians. And your ship's alarms are kind of in a panic at that, because we've heard that Rhodians have been after this particular prize. And it appears that either by great coincidence, i.e. these are different Rhodians entirely, or somehow they have found where they need to be.
Okay. Are they? Do I kind of like sense they're being hostile, or?
They are drawing weapons and quickly approaching.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess maybe, I don't know, use some bureaucracy and try and, I don't even know if they can understand me. I'm going to try and tell them again that we are friendly. We are not after what you're after. We have no business with you.
Alrighty.
Trying to be a little peacekeeper. Does it look like they kind of understand what I'm saying, or no?
They do register that you're speaking basic, and they do look a little confused because it's not typically something an astromech is capable of.
Okay. Are they like slowing down?
They're still rushing in, blasters drawn. Go ahead and make your roll, though, depending on what you're trying to do.
So would it be like bureaucracy knowledge? Just like, I'm not trying to deceive them or anything. Persuasion, maybe? I don't know. I don't have.
Yeah, persuasion.
I'm a droid. So
Right.
that'd just be a natural roll. Cool. A 6.
All right. Well, the response to that is a pair of ion blasts, which will disable the droid for a period of time. And the screen will go completely to fade. And as we unfade, 4 of your characters, the 4 of you who are not droids, are inside of a holding cell. No injuries, no hit point reduction to speak of, primarily just a transitional device to get you from point A to point B here. And
Do I have my gun?
your gear is removed. However, just outside of this cell, which has a force, like a ray shield, that's keeping you outside of the rest of the ship, you notice just outside in the hallway is your droid, and your equipment is all piled up on a table right next to it. The droid currently appears to be disabled. Collars are present, yes.
What kind of Star Wars screen wipe did that transition have?
It was like the split from the middle and diagonal to both corners.
Ooh, a good one. A good one.
Let's see.
Actually, they tried to take them off, so we have to roll up some. They tried to take the collars off, so we have to roll up some new characters.
No!
No.
First session TPK, I call it.
No.
Those collars have explosives in them. They could be weapons. Let's take them off.
Other than that, there's no sign of any guards here watching over the cell. Just outside the cell, it appears to be a simple hallway that dead ends off to the right, where there's some storage containers stacked up, maybe about 6 to 8 meters away. To the left, about another 6 to 8 meters, is where 87 is currently disabled next to the table of your equipment. And the room seems to kind of open up a bit further along the same side of the hallway that your cell is on, so you don't have the line of sight to see just what's over there, but you do kind of get the impression, looking over as far as you can, that it opens into a larger area. But there's nobody, no sounds of anybody over there, no sight of anybody.
All right, and
Boy!
the ray shield is being produced from outside in the hallway, or?
Well, it's perfectly there to create a cell door. The activation box for it is not visible from your position here in the cell.
Well,
Can we look around for anything that might connect to it?
Looks like whatever it is pretty well constructed and probably inside the ship walls themselves.
well, this does solve one thing: how we get there.
Well, Ninja's gonna try to see if he can determine. He's gonna use a perception check, and he's gonna try to sniff out, so to speak, the source of the where it seems to be the strongest. Maybe there's a power conduit behind a bulkhead or something.
I'm gonna kill those Rhodians.
I'd like to roll perception as well. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, if you had to guess, it's probably on the wall to the left of you, which would be, if your guess is correct, the opposite wall of that larger chamber on the other side that you can't quite make out.
You said they took all the weapons, right?
Correct.
You need a little help there getting some access?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, how would I do this? An unarmed attack, or?
trying to break through the bulkhead itself?
Yeah, just using my bare hands to like rip at anything I can or whatever.
Having flashbacks of last night. Give it a shot.
Headbutting a wall.
And on the other side in the bulkhead is a dragon going, "What the fuck?"
I have the mechanic skill. I mostly got that for demolitions, but is there any way I can use that to help pry this panel open?
You can certainly give it a shot.
I'll
As
apply
you're
mine as well to
kind
help.
of thinking about what you might do, though, Tress is kind of patting herself down, just like, did they get this? Did they get this? And your remote that connects to 87 is still secure in your boot.
So I know that says shockboxing gloves. I did take away the modifier that the shockboxing gloves give, so it's just straight bludgeoning, same damage, same attack roll.
Definitely a hit, and that's a pretty sizable dent in the wall right there.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
You're fine. You're fine. That doesn't work. I'm gonna try to help with another way of getting this open, but at least the dent here gives us some, leverage to. So even if that wasn't enough, that'll give us some leverage to pry from. So,
Hey.
yeah.
Tress, hit to my button, Tress.
You're unconscious. How are you talking to me?
Subconsciously.
A
Does
Rhodian
anyone-
steps around the corner into the hallway, steps in front of the disabled 87, and butts its blaster rifle up against the ray shield 3 times, and just shouts at you in Rhodese. I'm not sure if any of you understand it, but the general gist you're getting is, "Hey, stop that! Try that again and I will fuck you up!" And then he turns and leaves.
Speak basic.
I'm gonna wait a second until he's back in the other room before I turn 88 back on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the Rhodian leaves, and I said, are you missing something there, Tress?
Well, turning the droid on does exactly that. You are still down the hit points from earlier, but the ion damage that rendered you unconscious is removed, so I guess you're down 7 hit points, but otherwise active and good to go.
Can I do a quick scan of what's going on without making too much noise?
Not even necessary with, or not even a dice roll is not necessary. You're pretty much up to speed with the situation. There's not a lot of room in here, and you're not rendered any kind of negatives or anything, so.
I just kind of point towards the where Nija said the power for the shield is.
Yeah, and he's like dramatically gesturing at it while looking at the droid. He's just like pointing wildly at it, like you know how in Wheel of Fortune how you got Vanna White gestures at the letters and stuff. He's doing that kind of game show host hand gesturing at it and looking expectantly and a little vexatedly as well. You can practically hear the New York accent of irritation in just body language.
Do
A
I
brand new car!
do I see what they're pointing at?
It's still out of line of sight from this exact position, but you do see, you have a better line of sight at the room that opens up there that they're talking about. So it's pretty much now you have to move out.
Okay, I'm going to do very non-squeaky like, very stealthily, trying to make over there to where they're talking about.
Okay. Roll your stealth check then.
Ooh, please don't be squeaky. Oh.
All right. And you
Decently
make your
well
way
oiled.
into the larger room here, and you do indeed see the device as soon as you come into line of sight of the larger room. And inside here, there is a couch that is conveniently facing away from where you're coming out. And you do see the Rhodian sitting there on the couch watching the TV mounted on the wall on the far side. And he doesn't appear to hear you coming into the room. So you're coming up behind him, and sure enough, there's the device on the wall there.
So, do I have to go behind him to plug into the device?
Well, you're already behind him, but you don't have to get much closer to him to activate the device, so to speak.
I wonder, would I know as a droid if I would make a lot of noise once I plugged into it?
It's going to make some noise, unless it's like a terribly old Scomplink, though, which looking around at the condition of this ship, it's in pretty good condition. You don't imagine the Scomplink is going to be like the one thing that is rusty and squeaky. And plus, this guy's got the TV on pretty loud.
Okay. I'm going to... So, I do have Slicer as a talent. Would this count into it since I'm trying to hack into it, or no?
It does. It's essentially meaning that you can do it at a quicker speed.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and hack whatever I have to hack very quickly and silently.
Okay.
Quick question: did he roll off to the left or the right?
He went to the left from your position.
Okay, and the guard that knocked on our thing went to the right.
No, the guard that knocked also came from the left.
Oh,
To the
okay.
right, the hallway like immediately ends like 6 meters down, and there's a stack of crates there.
Gotcha.
So would that be a technology roll?
That's a used computer.
Okay, well, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, alright, guys. We could all die if I fail.
Then don't.
Force will be
Oh
with
my god.
Oh, for the love of Nabisco!
I rolled a
Alrighty.
natural one.
So here's where we will discuss a couple of the rules here of Saga Edition. If you're looking at your character sheet there, 87, on the upper right, just below where the Star Wars logo is, you'll see Force points and Destiny points.
Yeah.
Now, Force points regenerate every time your character levels up. And I think you get 5 plus half your level. Or it might just be a base of 5. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I have
But
5.
if you click that roll 20, it's going to add a die 6 to the used computer check of 10. Alternatively, the Destiny points, you only get one of them every level. And they can be used to accomplish a variety of pretty epic effects, including automatically rolling a natural 20 on the check or attack or whatever it is that your character is doing at that moment. So in this instance, if you would wish to spend one of those, that is certainly possible. I'm going to fix your HP here as well. We got it on the wrong side. There we go. Your current 11, total 18. So yeah, if you want to spend one of those, that's a possibility. Otherwise, we can see how the result of that natural one turns out.
I'll just spend the Destiny point. Let's just do it. Let's just take a nat 20.
Nat 20. Well, that's definitely going to be an automatic success. And go ahead, drop that down to 0. And those of you in the cell, the ray shield opens up.
I'm immediately going to use my 9 stealth to try to sneak over and grab all the gear.
Nice. Once the ray shield is down, you have a much better perception of the hallway and notably the loud TV in the other room, which is granting a lot of you some bonuses to your stealth checks here as well, beyond whatever you happen to roll.
So a 20.
Oh yeah,
Get-
20 plus. Let's just suffice it to say nobody comes, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Stealing all your candy, motherfucker.
Plus 3 dark side points. Yes. Do it.
Do it.
All
Guys.
right.
That could have been really bad.
It could have been. Instead, we've got the party slowly trickling out of the holding cell. All of your gear less than 2 squares away from you. Within a round, you're re-equipped. And
All right.
now you have a distracted Rhodian watching TV in front of you. And then on the far side of the other far side of the room, like let's say as you're entering, it's off to the left where he's watching TV. If you were to continue straight down the path of the hallway here, there's another sliding door.
All
Can
right,
I try to stealth kill the guy with my combat knife?
Fucking hey.
Stab him in the everything.
can I try and stop her for a second first?
Tress is pissed about another ship blowing up.
Use your once's head.
All right.
Can I have his head when you're done? I need to do science.
Science. So, I mean, that's up to you guys. If you see her going in and you grab her, that's, I'm guessing your character probably has the edge on strength, so if we're doing contested stuff
I
here,
ain't stopping her. I ain't stopping her on it. You can stab him in there, everything else she wants.
I guess I don't got the time to. Go for it.
Well, so as I see her walking in, right? I'm staying where I'm at. So I'm gonna hold my action. If things go completely south and she like messes up or something, I'm gonna blaster him in the head.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
So just the stealth roll or the combat knife roll?
Do the stealth roll first. Slowly she turns and makes her way, crouching. Oh, she just kicked a beer can. The Rhodian looks up. He shrugs and goes back to watching the TV. She makes it right up behind him.
Must have been the wind.
The knife is raised. What happens?
Stabbed him in the neck for a paper cut's worth of damage.
It's alright.
He's got a knife sticking out of his neck. Must have been the wind.
Merely a flesh wound. Okay. So, again, one of those situations. Do you want to destiny point this and turn that into a crit for better damage, or stick with the 11-3 and see what we get?
I'll use the destiny point.
Alright. Destiny it up. So, in this case, roll 2 die 8 again. Multiply that by 2, so 3 points of damage becomes 26 points of damage. And the Rhodian is quite dead without a sound, and the TV continues blaring.
What do dark side points do?
They do nothing unless your character is force sensitive. Primarily, what they do serve as is an indication of just how bad and dark your character is. If your character is force sensitive, though, dark side points have a huge play in how the force responds to you trying to access it.
I'm gonna poke the Rhodian after I see her stab it, just to make sure it's completely dead. I'm just gonna
Oh,
poke
it's
it.
dead.
Damn it,
I
guys!
to search his body.
We were gonna keep one of them alive. That was probably our best chance to take one out silently.
Dark side points.
He's just totally just flipping off the corpse at this point. It's just like, screw you!
Well, I do know that Nisha's knowledge of tech, as well as our 87 being inside this ship, just for the limited time we have been. Yeah, this is definitely YT-24.
Yes!
The
Sorry, I like that ship.
Outrider.
I love that ship.
It's so fucking cool. I'm like, the 1300 is
Yes.
badass, but there's nothing compares with the 28.
Yes.
Oh, we lost music again.
Do you want to take this ship?
Well, at this point, you don't
Hell
have much
yeah.
choice. You're flying around, so it's either they put you back in the cell, or you take it from them, or I don't know. Maybe there's a way you can play cards with them, or Dejarik.
I mean,
Nope.
I'm a droid, so I'm just gonna like talk to Tress, and I guess maybe she can understand me. I'm not sure how it works, but be like, we should probably take the cockpit.
No, you speak basic. You're fine.
Yeah, we should take the ship and like feed him to Rancors or something, and show the video to the Hutts or something. You make a lot of money off that. They
Again.
like eating stuff.
We did say we were gonna capture at least one of them alive.
Well, we could always, like he's not dead for long. Put him in like the icebox or something. We just, take him to a hospital, have him, revive him. Wait, that's
Bacta is
I've had so
good.
much
It's not
candy.
that good.
yeah.
There's probably more Rhodians where this came from.
Well, we'll stab all but the one, and the last one we'll keep them like tied up, and keep them in the same room as the others just to drive them nuts.
Okay, how about the next one I can stun?
Okay.
All right, then we have that out of the way. We can just go on a killing spree.
Yes.
All right. 88. Did you happen to see how many Rhodians got after us after we crash landed? Do you know how many there were?
You saw 4.
So I saw 4.
All
I
right,
beat
well that's
4
one down.
times. Beep 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 beep.
I definitely brought everybody out to go after the escape pod, though.
Right, well, at least one of 4 that we know of.
Which way are we going, guys?
Well, we need to figure out where we are on the ship. If we're in the cargo hold, I'm gonna try to figure out which direction the engine sounds are coming from for the thrust array, because I can determine position and direction from there. Keep watch. I'm gonna hang on. I'm just gonna everybody keep quiet a second here. I gotta try to hear the engine here.
Do you
Okay.
have any terminals or anything that we could access to get a better idea of the ship's layout?
There is a ship terminal in this room. It does appear that this is probably the ship's lounge.
88, you want to take a look at that?
Beep beep.
Is that 19 good enough?
19 is good. You kind of figure out the proper way to go here to access
Okay,
the
so-
engine room.
Engine room is that way across the room here. So you see like that door, how that is like if you face away from the couch here and you're facing toward the far wall, there's like a corridor that way. The bridge will be that way. The cockpit is that way. The other room usually leads to the hold. Sometimes they put a bathroom there, depends on, but generally the back end is over to our right, but the facing away from the couch here and toward the back with the curvature of this room behind us, the cockpit's to our left down that hall.
Did we figure out what kind of ship this is? I mean, that might give us an idea of how many people we're gonna have to fight.
It's well, I mean, I've seen a Corellian YT-24 before. I know this layout. I was on one of these a while ago. So yeah, this is a YT-24.
Well,
100.
they can't have too many people. I mean,
Yeah, it's not the biggest thing.
all right.
Can I grab the Rodian's gun?
Absolutely. Standard
Ranged
blaster
weapon.
rifle.
No.
Search the body. I asked if I could search the body. I don't think we ever got there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Search the body, and he's got 145 credits on him, in addition to an extra power pack and a set of bronzed dice.
By the way, with our droid tapping to the computers, maybe he can, or he or she or they can break into the system to unlock the door for the cockpit. Do this nice and quiet, catch him behind, because usually those seats face all forward.
They are called chance cubes.
All right, so Cora already got dibs on the gun, but I'll take everything else.
All right. Credits, dice, power pack. How about the fillings out of my fucking teeth while you're at it?
Can I have the spare power back?
Yeah, I had some in my inventory already, but yeah, you can have it.
All right. When you
I
were
was
handing them out, I
wondering-
didn't need it then, but now I will.
Now that you have a blaster.
I've still got 3, so we're good.
All right.
Ooh,
Well, there's
ooh,
only
idea.
one door out of this room, so when you're ready.
Hey, droid dude. Idea. I'm trying to remember how well sealed the cockpit is environmentally from the rest of the ship. There may be a way. Could you decompress the cockpit temporarily, or let some of the air out, and while locking the door to trap them in there, just so they're unconscious, and then put the air back in, we can drag them in and throw them in the cage?
The
I mean-
droid has a name, you guys. Come on now.
Well, what's their name?
88.
88. Okay. Well, 80. Yeah. Can you do it?
Beep, beep.
Alright. Alright, let's rock and unless anyone else has any ideas.
Yeah,
No, sounds
give
like
it
a
a
good
try.
plan.
Okay.
So
Let's rock and roll.
use computer.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, I'm tired of rolling these stuff.
Can I try?
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 2. I have a +9. It's crazy.
Just a few
would
moments later, before we start getting the rotating queue in front of the computer again, the door opens up from the next room as some Rhodians come to investigate what the fuck is going on. Who's messing with the computers and trying to mess with the damn oxygen levels in here? Hey, what the hell? They're
hey.
free! And now we have a combat in progress as a result of that, and this is actually going to be, I think, yes. Everybody go ahead and click the initiative button on your character sheet. No need to have a token or anything in that respect. I can do everything manually right here.
It gave me some error where it said you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Same.
Oh, probably because we don't have a token on the board.
I didn't get that though.
Yeah, tokens should not be needed. I believe it's the difference between clicking one initiative over the other. So whichever one you clicked that gave you that message,
Okay.
click
I
the other
am
one.
not sure which way. Okay, I saw one. I'm trying to find the other one now.
I'm guessing
yeah,
it's in your skill list.
It is. I found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll try
for
that.
some reason, the initiative button, you need to have your token selected, but the initiative skill you can do.
My initiative was the same.
Perfect.
Mine is just 0.2 less than the other, so whatever.
I think the
Okay.
skill initiative isn't set to decimal. That's why.
Just stayed with my original one.
Oh, what's
It was 25. With the skill, it's 10.
right? Okay.
Can I have 9,000?
Just give me a few moments here
I
to
found it.
input this info.
Those ads. Those ads can go away. Go away, Verizon. That was
Oh, and it looks like even though it gave you the error message, it still rolled initiative for you just fine. The first time around.
So I guess we'll take my first initiative and not my 24 for the second one.
I'm thinking we'll take whatever's best in this situation.
I'll take that 6.02 then.
Yeah, you've got a 6 and a 6.02.
I will take the extra 0.02. For $100, Alex.
Excellent, Smithers. Alright, 24. No more. And the Rhodians are going on a mighty 9. So, everybody but Nisha, then the Rhodians, then Nisha.
Oh, great!
Is the order of
Right.
this combat here. So let's get. Well, this looks like as good a spot as any for tonight. All right, so let's have our first combat here, Star Wars style, Theater of the Mind. You kind of have the basic gist of the room that you're inside of, the lounge. It looks like the room that they have just come out of is the central hub, so an extension of the lounge here. Looks like some benches, a auto chef, and passages and doors leading to other parts of the ship. And Vath, you have got the first turn here, and there are 2 Rhodians in the doorway and another one a few meters behind.
Shoot them in the everythings. At this point, we might as well not. They're already here. Oh well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So then you could try to close the door on them and smash them with the door. No, that would be
Sean, is
messier.
that your
Yeah.
turn at the top?
It is, yes. I'm sorry.
What you got? Kill it. I will kill you
Well.
until you die from it.
Well, but give the audience what they want.
Kill it, kill it, kill it. Are we still trying to keep one alive, or are we just going full combat here?
I am. What happens, happens, though.
That on the nearest one.
Did that Rodian just explode like a bag of wet stuff? Because it looks like a high damage hit. It would splurk.
That was the
Depends
big,
on the grade it is, though.
that was the big toke right there. So I had a long hacky
saw
fit
that.
there. Hopefully you
Got some
saw
green
the.
lungs.
Yeah, right. My whole face went purple. But yeah, that Rodian is the one that came in. It was like, "What's going on?" Boom, dead.
You go splurk on everything. Great, I'm gonna have to
And-
clean that up.
Car, you've got the next one here. Somehow you're going on a 50.
All
What
right.
happened?
Wow!
Should I
Yeah,
go twice
baby.
then?
I don't know what happened. What happens when I click it again? Does 80 go on a 48? No. But car somehow stays on a 50. What the hell?
I'm gonna go on 42.
Yes.
He knows kung fu. Whoa.
I do.
Whoa.
All right. So I'm gonna run up to the one that's not exploded, and,
Yeah!
and attack him with the stun setting on my shock boxing gloves.
All right. He raises up his weapon to try to parry that. Oh! You got knocked the fuck out, man. And yeah, that Rodian just soars a few meters. His head hits the back of the auto chef there in the center of the galley, and he is out cold.
All right. Do I have enough movement to like drag him away, like around the corner, out of the doorway?
Okay.
Because if so, I'm gonna drag him out of like the line of fire and just slap some cuffs on him.
Okay. It will take your next action to properly get the cuffs in place, but you certainly can drag the guy around the corner.
All right. Sounds good.
And AD is up next.
So as of right now, there's no more bad guys.
There's still one more in the galley behind here.
But can we see him right now or no?
You can see that he's there. He's just not right in the doorway. He's like 4 meters behind that. So from
I
your
imagine he's shitting
current
himself.
position, maybe like 10 meters away.
Okay, should I shut the door? Do you want me to shoot him?
Car got his one alive. Just take him out.
Okay, I will blast him.
All right. It's them. Blast them.
Blast him, baby.
Well, that sucks.
Or not.
Oh my god.
Well, that just left a nasty scorch mark on the inside wall of the lounge here.
Great, I'm gonna have to clean that up too when we're finished here. Great, nice work with the aim. I'm just kidding, buddy. Don't worry about it. These are weird quarters to shoot in. It's okay, little buddy.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, so that's over to Tress.
Hey, I was looking at that exact picture 5 minutes ago. Yeah, baby.
This is the other one that I have for it.
Ooh, also nice. Both of them nice choices.
Yeah. Beautiful ship.
We need to have both tokens at the same time. Just overlap them.
Let's have two. Let's have a YT 4800.
And
Oops.
you know there's a YT 2400B
Yes.
that has like an extra turret on the side.
Yeah.
And then you know how like in when that game and the book came out and everything, and they had like the Kenner action figures. They had an
Alright.
action figure version of that thing that was like completely wildly off model. I'll rant about it later.
Gotcha. That is definitely a hit, but I do have more. I can sustain a bit more than that. And yeah, I think at this point, this lone Rhodian who is still alive is going to head to a different part of the ship, shouting in Rhodese as it does so, passing it over to Nisha's turn.
With the
He's
trail of
going-
liquid behind him.
Oh no. Okay, he's gonna pursue, shooting angrily and adding to the racket by screaming obscenities while shooting at it.
Oh,
Words
boy.
I will not say.
Alright.
So I'm gonna roll my attack. There you go. Get over here, you bloody shit!
That one is dead in the middle of the hallway,
Yay!
which will bring it all the way back up to Sean's turn at the top.
Going to set my gun to stun, since we're talking about bringing one or more of these home alive, and we're gonna go deeper into the ship.
Alright. You do notice that Carr has already knocked one out and drug it into this room. I don't know if we want to take 2 alive, or possibly more.
Yeah, I'll keep it on stun.
Alrighty. And heading into the ship after Nisha, you find yourself in a corridor that seems to lead probably to the cockpit, but no other foes to be seen at this moment.
Head for the cockpit. Take everybody up.
Okay, I'm going to.
Going to...
Do the things.
Can I make a perception to try and hear where they're coming from, where the any reinforcements are coming from?
Sure.
So yeah.
It sounds like there's somebody in the cockpit, but you don't hear anybody else approaching your position.
I'm gonna say, okay, it looks like, unless I'm wrong, I think we got everyone on the ship except for the pilot. So I'm gonna point towards the cockpit. And that's it for now. I'm gonna wait for everyone to catch up.
Okay, and that's over to Carr for your turn.
Posted an image in the Discord of the ship, if that helps people.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I will eventually have one. Yep, that's exactly the one that I'm using here. I was going to create one
It's good,
for...
It's really good quality. You don't often find that.
Right.
Indeed.
Yeah, the only real difference is that the crew quarters are converted into the holding cell. Otherwise, it's pretty much identical to what you see there.
So they've basically just been sleeping on the floor, haven't they?
Well, they crash in the lounge, or a few of them are sharing the captain's cabin as well.
Yes, sleeping on the round couch. That's got to be comfortable.
Oh, yes.
So basically just sleeping in a fish tank. No,
Right.
Guardians.
And they don't
Fish tank.
necessarily have a medical bay in number 3, so that's kind of also an extra bunk in their purposes.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna finish cuffing up this guy and making sure he's secure.
That is easily done. On to AD's turn. Look at that, your initiative bumped up to 51 again.
Yay!
I just get better and better.
Wow, I don't understand.
Faster and
Can we relock
faster.
the cell? Put him in the cell and relock the cell? Is that possible?
He's close enough. We just, of course, AD's going to be the one that needs to lock it up, but shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah, I'll drag him in there with the rest of my movement.
Sure.
Just a thought.
Yeah, I can try and lock it up. Let's see if I can roll any better.
Yeah, use computer.
No, please.
Yeah!
Yes, finally a good roll on that.
All right.
I only have a +9.
So yes, the cell is sealed tight, and your prisoner is secure as Tress's turn comes up.
Why is my use computer higher than the droids?
I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna start heading to the cockpit.
Well, you have higher than a +9?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 5.
No, I have a +9.
A +9 to what?
Computer.
Use computer.
You know, did they actually fix that?
Fix
They
what?
did. They did.
Oh. Now what?
I was trying to remember where I was getting that from. The use computer. It was actually on this character sheet. Like, I think for the longest time it was a typo. So when you would click the skill, it would say use computer. And now it's fixed. I'm like, wait a minute, where was I getting that from? I'm like, it was this character sheet. Oh yeah, those were fun times. All right, so the cell is locked. Tress is heading towards the cockpit. Do you want to go into the cockpit?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, there is a female Rhodian, not in the captain's seat, but getting out of the captain's seat and approaching the door as you enter. And as it is not her turn, she's kind of fumbling at her side for her blaster as all of a sudden you're in her face. You do still have any... okay then. And that's a hole burned through her chest as she just collapses in the cockpit there. And then there were none, aside from the one that we have captured.
Are we still on the ground or are we flying?
You are flying. You are actually... you're not sure exactly where, but seeing as it's... once she is in the cockpit, she can see that you guys are actually in hyperspace.
So we just took the ship.
We did.
Well, what are we gonna do now? Go back and try to get the thing? Name
Sure.
it the HMS Jackrabbit, the HMS Han Shot First, the Fishhead Slayer.
Doesn't
hell
this
is
thing have
Han?
a navigation computer? We should check that first, see where we're going.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's
Sure,
it.
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, be normal about it.
Just gonna take a quick tour of the entire ship and make sure that it's completely clear of everybody. Nobody hiding in a corner somewhere.
Computer?
You guys
Okay.
want to do that while me and 88 figure out what we're doing?
Go ahead, roll perception checks for those investigating the ship, and use computer checks for those trying to discern the astrogation.
Hello, computer.
Yes, how may I please you?
Oh, that's a natural 20.
My God!
Well,
By the
that's
way.
pretty good.
Woo!
All right.
Is that
He actually upgrades the software.
What is Windows 98? Fuck this shit. Alrighty, well, this is a perfect little cliffhanger moment here, as we have two things we are discovering simultaneously, both on the computer and through our visual investigation of the ship. One, the ship
Go ahead.
is in progress to Korriban.
Holy shit.
And two, in the cargo bay, there are several storage crates in here, which will probably warrant exploration at some point next session, or possibly even later, depending on what we get into next time around. but most notably propped up against a few of the storage crates, front and center, is a figure frozen in carbonite. And
Not a ton.
upon inspection of this person, you recognize it instantly to be a Yuuzhan Vong. That'll come up next time around
Yeah, baby.
on Star Wars What If. Not next Thursday. I am closing it out here, friends. I am done with the big streams for a full week. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. 8 weeks in a row, 6 games a week. So much fun, friends. But I'm going to get a lot of sleep here. Hope you all have a great May the 4th. Catch you next time, friends. Are you with us?
Hell yeah.
Thank you for spending it with us.
Are you with
Yes,
us?
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for this. This was a fun tonight. This was awesome today.
Absolutely. We're getting there.
Ah.
We're getting into it. Have a good
Yeah.
one, friends.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Right.
Night. I don't know why I'm doing that.